Do you want to get the box of fun? Well, I have a ton of tips and tricks on how to get one.
Let's talk about it!
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We got an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms on mine. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these hallowed walls, we are together. Yes.
If you're new to Funko, you're probably asking, what's the box of fun?
It's a box of fun! About 3 weeks ago, we posted a video asking, what is the box of fun? And we detailed everything about the box of fun, boxes of fun in years past, what could possibly be in this year's box of fun, what actually is in this year's box of fun, which is the 4 mascots that we know of, plus 3 random mystery pops. And we also speculated when we thought the box of fun was going to drop, and we were totally wrong.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that you were wrong, ever.
I said we, to be fair, not me. We speculated that it would actually be going up during Fun Days, which is Friday, the 22nd of July.
It's actually coming a week earlier than the time we speculated. This is all gonna happen tomorrow, the 15th of July. It's going to be dropping 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. To me, this is actually kind of bizarre because people who are going to Fun Days are now going to have a chance at the home Fun Days box and also the Fun Days box. They get the old double whammy.
Well, they're just real lucky.
God, they get everything.
They get everything.
You know, Heather, we're just peasants. You know that, right?
Because you weren't quick enough to get the Fun Days tickets.
Don't blame me. I saw you trying to get them. You didn't work out either. Just like my life. Stuck with you. But hopefully next year we get Fun Days tickets. Won't that be awesome?
Yeah, we're not getting Fun Days.
We're probably f***ing not. No. Again, because my life sucks. Before we go any further, hit that subscribe button and that little bell. Also, hit the like button. Show the Gastlecast a little love. One note that I want to make is that the Fun Days box actually has Freddy Funkos that are way more limited. The at-home Fun Days box has Funko Pops that are about the 1,000 mark, and they work their way up to about the 5,000 piece mark. But nonetheless, expect some really cool shit. Every year they come through with something badass. Last year, they came through with Marty McFly on the hoverboard, Freddy Funko, and that was f***ing sick.
And in 2018, they came out with the Freddy Funko as Pennywise, and that is my favorite.
Then last year, they also came out with all the Olympic Pops, and there was that.
Freddy playing tennis.
Freddy playing basketball.
Oh, you know what was even worse than those? The Artist Series Freddys.
Don't remind me, Heather.
This year, there have been no leaks at all as to what could be in this box of fun. So we have no idea the piece counts or no idea of any pops that could possibly be in this box.
Last year, we had a ton of leaks, and they were shared literally everywhere. You could not miss it. And it sucked. I like having something in that box show up and be a complete mystery.
It seems like they've done a really good job this year at locking that down because I haven't seen one blurry ass photo of what could possibly be in this box.
So the theme of these boxes is black light. So far we know that the mascots are going to be black light, but outside of that it's really hard to say. The Freddy Funkos could be black light, maybe they're not.
I don't know. I sort of feel like there might be a mix of things.
Well, I'm thinking, could it be Freddy Funkos of years past where it's like the alien Freddy Funko, remember that came in the box of fun before, but instead now it's black light, or robot Freddy Funko. So we're just getting things that we've gotten before, the old molds, but now in black light.
Or you know how in other years they have like one variant of Freddy, but then they'll have another variant of that same Freddy in the box. For example, last year a popular one was the Freddie Mercury and the Freddie Mercury Metallic.
Right.
Or the Fortnite Skull Trooper or whatever, and the Skull Trooper Glow. They have a Freddy, but then a black light, more rare counterpart.
Man, I hope they don't do that. That's gonna suck.
It would suck.
Ugh. I hope if they're doing this box, it's going to be black light across the board. They're making all of Fun Days black light. It would be nice if these at-home boxes will be black light as well. Previously, I mentioned that the mascots are definitely black light, but by looking at the art that's been shared by Funko, you see that there's a black light inspired box. Inside of that box, you see a mascot in a black light box, but the rest of the boxes look like normal Funko boxes. They don't have like black light colors on them.
Are the rest of them black light, or are they calling it a black light box because of the mascot? mascots?
Hard to say, but the mascots are Pop Protectors, Proto Robos, Killer Crowns, and Blacklight Bandits. So a week ago, we posted on our YouTube community page asking people which mascot they want the most. Pop Protectors got 25%, Proto Robos got 15%, Killer Crowns got 35%, and Blacklight Bandits got 26%. And this is out of 562 votes. This is where tip number 1 comes in. If you want to get this box, for sure, last year, you actually had to go in and select what mascot you wanted. And if you selected a mascot that wasn't so popular, you definitely had a chance to get it. The Proto Robo is the one that I've noticed is the least favorite, not even just from our poll, but across the board seems to be the least favorite mascot of this lineup. So if you go for Proto Robos, you most likely will get it.
Before we actually saw the images of the mascots and we just heard the names, people were saying Proto Robos.
Yes.
That's
Instantly.
what I want to be. Proto Robos.
Proto Robos looks more like a Transformer than anything.
Which is super cool.
Which I think is cool, and I'm actually feeling like I'm going to go that route. I sort of wanted the Bandit because he looks like a little raccoon, and I like that. He looks like Rocket the Raccoon from Marvel. But I think I'm going to go Proto Robo because I think it's going to be so easy to get. And I want to be able to get in there and get out. Which one are you going for?
Well, now that you said that, I'm going to have to go for the Bandit.
You're going for Bandits? I thought you were going Killer Crowns.
No, I don't like the Killer Crowns very much.
Okay, so you're going
like
Bandits.
The Protector.
Okay.
I like the Protector, but I like the raccoon too.
Well, according to this, Killer Crowns is the most popular one. And I've noticed that all over social media that people keep constantly talking about the Killer Crowns. So my tip is if you want this box, for sure, definitely go for Proto Robos. So what was posted all over social media today was talking about the Fun Days box that will be dropping tomorrow, and it mentions that there will not be any lotteries this year, which is really great. So there's no lotteries to buy the stuff online, nor is there a lottery to buy this box of fun.
Right, but there is going to be a queue system, which everybody hates. But I feel like that's sort of their defense in order to make things fair and to protect against bots.
They also mentioned that there will only be one box per household.
So that means if you and your brother or sister or roommate or dog or whoever both go after that box, you will most likely get a canceled order. I do not recommend that at all because yes, Funko does cancel duplicate orders when they have rules like this.
So if you and your spouse or your dog are going to order boxes, make sure you use 2 totally different addresses. We don't want to see your get canceled. That sucks.
Yeah, just make sure that whoever actually resides at that address is okay with you getting your shipped there because that would be sort of awkward if they weren't.
And they also mentioned to have your credit card information handy for the transaction because all of the express checkouts are gone.
No Amazon Pay, no Shop Pay, no Google Pay. What else do they use?
All the pays.
All the pays gone. And that leads me to the most valuable tip that you will ever learn about these drops from me. Make sure that before the drop happens, whatever device you're using, okay, whether you use your phone or your computer, you type out your credit card number, you copy it, and then when it's time to go, you paste it into the credit card payment field. That way, instead of fumbling around like looking at your card, then looking at the numbers and looking at your card and the numbers, all you have to do is the expiration date, the 3 numbers on the back, and your zip code. That's much easier than fumbling around with your credit card and making sure that you type it out perfectly.
Does it autofill your name and your address and everything else, or does that all have to be typed in as well?
That's a good question. I believe Funko has turned that feature off in past years. When I have my browser up, I don't like to save my credit card information there.
That tip has worked for us every single drop. We highly recommend that. When you're using the system, it won't allow you to auto-populate anything. Last time I had to type out my name, my address, my credit card number, everything. So copying and pasting your credit card number is the best way to go because that's the only thing out of all the information I just talked about that I do not memorize.
Yeah, same. So a lot of people are trying to speculate how much the box of fun is going to be. Last year, it was $100. Now keep in mind that last year, we got our mascot pop, we got 3 mystery pops. On top of that, we got a 2-pack of Mike Becker and Brian Mariotti, we got a Torchy pop, and we got our team swag. So that's the reason it was $100. I don't believe that this year's is going to be $100 at all. Funko Shop exclusives are $15 a piece. Since we're getting 4 pops, my best guess is that this box will be approximately $60. They might charge you a little bit over just because it's a special item.
I think it's going to be somewhere around $70 to $75. However, your price point seems to be pretty fair. With shipping and everything else added on, it could be upwards to $80.
Well, here's another question. Since it's going to be on Funko.com and Funko typically does free shipping at 50 and up,
Ooh.
is it going to be free shipping?
Oh, that's a good point. You know what? You might be right about that.
If it is free shipping, then my guess is they'll probably add on an extra $10. So you might be right with $70.
$70 to $75.
Yeah. No, I think 70.
A lot of people were on social media today saying it was going to be $100, not remembering that the years prior to that were a lot cheaper.
Well, because last year it was $100. So people think, oh, well, last year's was $100. It'll be $100 this year. I don't think they're putting any Team Swag in. They literally showed a picture where it's going to be 4 total pops, one being the mascot.
We got a lot of new fans during 2020, and 2021 was the first Box of Fun that we had since 2019. So I think a lot of new people don't know what happened in the past, so therefore they're like, oh, this box is going to be $100. Personally, I'm excited about this box versus the one that came last year. There was a lot that came in there that I couldn't give a shit about.
A lot of people are already talking about fighting the bots. Funko recently mentioned that they're taking measures to stop bots. Remember earlier this week there was a drop and there was a waiting room even though people didn't really seem to care too much about it?
Yes, and I believe that was a test bed for what they're doing this Friday.
Yeah, and I've also seen screenshots of people going on Funko.com in literally the middle of the night and it'll say oh, you have a 3-minute wait. Our friend Michael contacted me today and said, with Drop doing such a good job fighting the bots, do you think they're sharing some of the how-to with Funko and trying to mitigate it, just work with them and give them some bro tips?
Right, so you're talking about the Drop NFT stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, the way that they do their thing is amazing. I have never had a smoother drop from Funko, so if Funko is picking up some of these things that Token Head and Drop are doing, that's awesome.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Which explains this whole waiting room thing that they posted on the art that they shared all over social media.
You know what I'm really hoping for is that they make it impossible for the add to cart links to just not happen.
Yeah, the backdoor links.
Yes, and they have helped us in the past. However, that's basically fighting fire with fire. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather have everyone have a fair shot because it seems super unfair. And if someone really wants it and they don't have access to Discord or wherever these links are being posted, then they're sort of the odd men out.
So hopefully this year they have enough boxes to go around and we're not fighting each other tooth and nail to get our hands on them.
Yeah, now keep in mind, last year it did take a long time for the mascot that nobody wanted to sell out. So I feel like 20,000 was a decent number. Whether they do 20,000 or up a little bit this year, I'm not sure. But it seems like recently they've been sort of overdoing things. So I have the feeling that it'll be maybe a little bit over 20,000.
God, they have been overdoing things.
Yeah.
My God, constantly restocking all the time. They just restocked the Stranger Things Funko Pops from Funko Shop the other day. They can't stop restocking shit. Funko, please stop with the restocks. I mean, it's nice that people are getting what they want, but
it takes away the specialness.
It does. And I'm excited about the Box of Fun because I think it's nice to feel like I'm going to have a hard time getting it.
Yes.
I like that. I like the excitement. I like that we have to have tips and tricks to get these things.
I love that I'm going to be copying my credit card information tomorrow and rushing to that checkout.
Exactly. It's going to be insane. It's going to be intense. If you've never done it before, have a lot of fun trying to get your box. Most of us will get what we want. I mean, there's 20K of these things.
Most likely.
How fast could they go?
I don't know. I think they're going to be up for a little bit. I would give it minimum 5 minutes, if not more. Tomorrow we know what time this box will be posted. Try your best to make yourself free. I unfortunately am going to be at work at 12:30, which is when boxes drop here on the East Coast. But if I'm in the middle of something, I'm gonna have to take a poop.
You know, the whole pooping thing has gotten a lot of people the drops that happen on FunkoShop.com. Drops, pooping. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You're dropping a deuce.
Thank you.
But seriously, no one's going to question that you have to take a shit. They're not gonna say, oh no, you can't do that right now, because then you're gonna say, well, I'm just gonna shit in my pants and you're gonna have to clean it up.
Oh my God.
Nobody's gonna question you. Just excuse yourself to use the bathroom if you're in the middle of something important.
If you end up pooping your pants for this box, please let us know. We need to know that. I will make an entire video about how you pooped your pants in order to get the Box of Fun. That'd be the greatest story, the greatest video we ever make.
You know what I would call that? I would call that the pants of not fun. Box of fun. Pants of not fun.
Okay.
What was your favorite tip? Are you going to be using any of them tomorrow?
And what mascot will you be choosing for this box? Let us know all that and more in the comment section down below.
And also head over to MischiefToys.com, which is our toy company. We have some really cool stuff coming up very, very soon. The most awesome thing we have going on right now, a really cool Mischief Club t-shirt that looks like this. You can show your love for your favorite Netflix show and for Mischief Toys at the same time. MischiefToys.com. It's right on the homepage.
In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Chris Restivo, Jimmy Talber, Brian Dill, Dirty Deuce, Marshall Owens, Run the Canoes, Chavo, Garcia Fambam, Thomas Rinkax, and Russell Walker. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. Patrons, we posted on patreon.com/Gastlecast today letting you know that the next Google Meet chat will be on July 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern. The reason why we're doing this is because it's right after SDCC and Fun Days, and we're hoping to get the whole band together to talk about everything that's happened. Also, we're going to share a ton of Mischief Toys items with you, some things that you don't want to miss. Head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out more. Don't forget, head over to poppingofftoys.com for all of your Funko Pops, Funko Sodas, and Funko Mystery Minis. If you got it all, poppingofftoys.com. All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we are together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.